Moses prohibits the seething, and as the brother read in Leviticus 18:2, we wasn't supposed to learn the way of the heathen. All right.
Finish it.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish it up in the Leviticus. Leviticus 18:3. After the doings of the land of Egypt wherein ye dwelt shall ye not do, and after the doings of the land of Canaan,
Nor the Canaanite wasn't supposed to do what the Canaanites did either. Go ahead. And the Canaanites is doing this too. Read on.
whither I bring you, shall ye not do, neither shall ye walk in their ordinances.
That's right. Let's jump back. It says, thus in Exodus 23:19, Moses prohibits the seething of a kid in its mother's milk. The reason of such prohibition was because there was a Gentile superstition connected with this custom. The Zabi, when you look at the Zabi is Sabians when you look it up. Like right here, this is something called the works of George Berkeley, philosophical works. And right here on page when you look up certain stuff, certain books pop up, and you go right to it, and the page pops up with what you typed in highlighted. It says page 2, and it says the Zabi or Sabians are also known to have been worshippers of fire. See Sabians. It appears too from the Chaldean oracles that fire was regarded as divine by the sages of that nation, and it is supposed that the Chaldees was so called from the Hebrew word signifying fire, because fire was publicly worshipped in that city. So yeah, people that are worshiping fire in that city. But that could have been one of the reasons why the Most High told Abraham to get out of there. But to go back, it says the Zabi, which we know are Sabians, and their sacred rites after harvest were wont thus to boil a kid in its mother's milk, and then to sprinkle fields, trees, and gardens with the milk, accompanied by magic ceremonies. Thus the lawgiver rebukes a superstitious usage then existing. He discountenances the opinion that the part sprinkled with the milk so prepared will be more fruitful the following year, as was believed. So we know that that was a paganistic custom for their fields and for their trees and for their crops, because it says being more fruitful the following year, as was believed. Going on. This is from Milk in Ancient Egypt webpage, and it's like Cow of Gold, an encyclopedia of Egyptian mythology. It says Egyptian name Hessa. The ancient Egyptians, or Hisa, however it's pronounced. The ancient Egyptians kept cattle and goats for their milk, and to a lesser extent sheep and donkeys. Milk was used to make cheese, gebna, yogurt, and butter. A number of scenes show men carrying pots of cream, labna, and in one Theban tomb from the 19th century we find a seated woman pulling white cones of butter or cheese out of a large vessel. Milk was kept in egg-shaped earthen jars plugged with grass as a protection against insects. See that? As a matter of fact, when we jump back to this thing right here, if I'm not mistaken, it says in the myth the divine mother can be Isis, Hathor, or various other goddesses. The infant god is most commonly Horus. This role is often taken by the reigning king in temple reliefs. The king can be shown suckling from goddesses in human, cow, or even snake form. Well, we just showed you something where somebody's doing it in the cow form. The lactose intolerance of Asians and Semites does not seem to have affected the ancient Egyptians, who, where the hell did you get that from? Lactose intolerant. Where the hell did you get that from, man? Most I know there's nothing wrong with dairy products. The lactose intolerance of Asians and Semites does not seem to have affected the ancient Egyptians, who, until they were weaned at age 3, drank milk as their only food to continue to consume it all their lives. The Egyptians could use milk in their cooking, which may be the source of the prohibition in the milk against in the milk in the in the Bible against cooking a mixture of milk and meat, which we already explained to you, because this is Exodus 20:19. We've explained that. In the ancient Egyptian tale of Sinue, the protagonist recounts, "Many sweets were made for me, and milk dishes of all kinds." The ancient Hebrews were keen to set themselves apart from their Egyptian neighbors, as so forbid many Egyptian practices. Didn't we read that in the scriptures? Such as wearing two different types of fabric, and the eating of pork, shellfish, and desert game, such as hares. Milk was considered a delicacy by many, Senefa, a mayor of Thebes during the New Kingdom, wrote to the peasant Baki, ordered the herdsmen to get milk ready in jars before my arrival. Gargling with milk was thought to improve dental health, and it was used to treat wounds, eye ailments, and burns. Almost all Egyptian medicines contain honey, wine, or milk. Sacred animals such as cats, ichneumons. See what that is real quick. See if it pops up. Oh, it says an Egyptian mongoose. See, the Egyptian mongoose, the ichneumon was seen as a protect. The Egyptian mongoose, the ichneumon was seen as a protective creature, a great killer of snakes and rats, and the eater of crocodile eggs. It was cherished for its ability to kill cobras and was often kept in houses as a pet, sometimes shown being led on a leash. So let's go back. Sacred animals such as cats, ichneumons, were fed on bread and milk. Cows being milked with and calves nursing are frequently depicted in tombs. The Egyptians considered cow's milk to be the healing and a key element which helped the dead to be reborn. The Egyptian funeral process was led by a priest sprinkling milk. See, this bugged the hell out, man. You know, vessels of milk and amulets of cows being milked were buried with the deceased to ensure that they had a fresh supply in the afterlife. What the fuck? You know? Alright, let's put a jar of milk in here so that when he get to the afterlife, he could make some damn chocolate milk. On the wall of I gotta show you, man. Most High separate us from these damn heathens, man. Matter of fact, there's a scripture on that. It says I separate you from. I think it's 1844 or something like that. It's in Leviticus 18, if I'm not mistaken. There you go, Leviticus 20 and 26. Let's get that one.
Alright, this is Leviticus 20, verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the
No,
Lord.
stop from verse 24 to
Alright.
26.
Leviticus 20
You know
and
what? 23.
23.
No, 22. 22.
Alright. Leviticus 20 and 22. Ye shall therefore keep all my statutes and all my judgments and do them, that the land, whether I bring you to dwell therein, spew you out. So let me
You
read
not
it
out.
again.
Read it again.
That the land, let me start from that point. That the land, whether I bring you to therein, that the land wherein I bring you to dwell therein, spew you out.
Spew you not out. Read it from the top again. From the top.
Leviticus 20 and 22. Ye shall therefore keep all my statutes and all my judgments and do them, that the land wherein I bring you to dwell, whether I bring Salakia, bro. This Leviticus 20 and 22. Ye shall therefore keep all my statutes and all my judgments and do them, that the land, whether I bring you to dwell therein, spew you not out.
Right.
And ye shall not walk in the manner of you shall not walk in the manners of the nations which I cast out before you.
Yeah, don't do what the nations do that I'm casting it up, I'm casting out before you. Go ahead.
For they committed all these things.
Because they committed all of the things that the Most High telling us don't do. We're reading one right now. Go ahead.
And therefore I abhorred them.
Go on.
But I have said unto you, ye shall inherit their land, and I will give it unto you to possess it, a land that floweth with milk and honey. I am the Lord your power, which have separated you from other people.
Yep, go ahead.
Ye shall therefore put difference between clean beasts and between unclean fowls and clean. And ye shall not make your souls abominable by beasts, or by fowl, or by any manner of living thing that creepeth on the ground, which I have separated from you as unclean.
That's how we read this last webpage. It told you it was certain things. It said right here, Since the ancient Hebrews were keen to set themselves apart from